Hi guys, my name is Melissa Deleon. I am a Europe tutor at Bel Air Middle School. Basically, everything or the majority of the stuff that you will be learning during your 8th grade math will be useful and will serve as background information so that you guys will better understand and won't have a hard time once you get to Algebra 1, whether you're going to take it in high school or you're taking it right now. For this video, we're going to be studying systems of equations based off of word problems and how we can solve them. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so let's read the problem. Alex bought some chips and soda for his class party. He bought a total of 32 items. Each bag of chips cost 75 cents and each bottle of soda cost $2.19. He spent a total of $39.84. How many bags of chips and how many bottles of soda did he buy? So first of all, we have to know what the question is asking. So they want to know how many bags of chips. So we're going to go ahead and write down chips, and I'm going to use the C to refer to it as. And how many bottles of soda he bought. So for soda, excuse my writing, we're going to use the letter S to identify it. Okay, so after we know what they want us to find, we have to start constructing our equations. So let's go back to the problem and read it. So it's saying that he bought a total of 32 items. So if we were to add the number of chips he bought and the number of sodas he bought, it would equal 32. So we can go ahead and write down our first equation by using that information. So we're going to go ahead and write down chips plus soda, or S plus C, is equal to 32. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on reading the problem. It's saying that each bag of chips costs 75 cents and each bottle of soda cost $2.19, and that the total he spent was $39.84. So we're going to go ahead and use that information to build our second equation. So we know that the total money that he spent was $39.84. Okay, so now to put the variables in. So we know that each bag of chips cost 75 cents. So we're going to go ahead and write down 7.75 times C, because each bag of chips costs 75 cents, and then plus $2.19 times S, because that's what each bottle of soda costs, $2.19. Okay, so now that we have our two equations, we're going to go ahead and solve this problem by using substitution. So substitution. That's what we're going to use. Okay, so to use substitution, we're going to start off by utilizing the first equation, which is a C plus S is equal to 32, and move one of those two variables, either the C or the S, to the other side. So you can move whichever one you want to, but in this case, I'll go ahead and move the S to the other side. So the equation will now look like this. So it's going to be C is equal to 32 minus S, because we moved it to the other side. Okay, so now what we're going to do with this part of the equation, the one that I'm putting inside the rectangle, is plugging it into our second equation wherever we see a letter C, because we now know that C is equal to 32 minus S. So wherever we see the letter C, we're going to go ahead and plug it in. So it's going to look something like this. It's going to be 0.75, and instead of writing the letter C, we're going to go ahead and write 32 minus S, and then just go ahead and write the rest of the equation like how it was written before. Okay, Now we're gonna go ahead and have to simplify the equation by distributing first. So we're gonna go ahead and, sorry about that, gonna go ahead and distribute the 0.75 to the 32 and to the s. Okay, so 0.75 times 32 is equal to 24, and 0.75 times negative s is equal to negative 0.75 s. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and bring down the rest of the equation. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. So we can go ahead and combine negative 0.75s plus 2.19s, which gives us 1.44s. And then we're going to go ahead and put the equal sign, and the 24 will be moved to the other side. So we're going to subtract 24 and move it to the other side. So it'll be 39.84 minus 24, which will give us 15.84. Okay, and then you go ahead and simplify it to find the variable by 1.44 on each side. You cancel the 1.44 divided by 1.44, and what you end up getting is s is equal to 11. Okay, so that's our first answer. Now we need to go ahead and find what C is for chips. So we're going to go back and we're going to be using the top equation right here and plugging in the s, which is 11. So we're going to go ahead and write it down here. So it's going to be C plus 11 is equal to 32. And then we're just going to go ahead and subtract the 11, move it to the other side. So then C is equal to 21. And that would be your answer for this problem. So the number of bags of chips that he bought were 21, and the bottles of soda that he bought were 11. And that is how you solve a system of equations word problem, in this case by using substitution. Thank you guys.